Hey, are you struggling with aquatic plants? Well, here's your answer. It's called the Weed Shear. It's 49 inches wide. It's a V-shaped razor blade cutter. Very simple, very easy to operate, and that's what you get with every toss, a 4-foot wide by 25-foot long path of cut weeds. Comes with a 25-foot leash so you can easily stand on the shoreline and give it a toss out, whether you're in lily pads or hydrilla, milfoil, cattails, no matter what you're throwing it into, this is your best choice, hands down. Let me make 2 recommendations to you. 1, buy it. Number 2, if you don't like it, return it for 100% money back guarantee. That's how strongly we feel about it. In this particular case, you can see that right there is 1 toss, 1 cut, and there's another cut. Now, here's the deal. You toss it out, you let it sink to the bottom, and then watch this. As you pull it back in, with each tug, it's cutting, and then as you recoil, it kind of resets, clears itself, and allows the weeds to float to the surface. Check this out. This is what we call the money shot here. Anytime somebody looks at this, they realize that there's nothing better than the Weed Shear. 1 toss, 1 cut, pull it in, the weeds float to the surface, you're on the shoreline, piece of cake. In this particular shot, that's in 12 feet of water with really tough hydrilla, located on a professional ski lake down in the Florida area. That is really tough stuff. And as you can see, that's 1 cut to the left, 1 cut that you just saw, and this is another cut. That's only 3 passes with the cutter. And Glenn here that's throwing it out, that was his first shot. Now here's probably the other great opportunity, is that you can use it on lily pads. I don't know of any other way that you can cut lily pads. In this particular pond down in Texas, we're talking this thing is full of stumps, tires, anything you can imagine, and there are lots of branches. And yeah, it makes it a little more difficult, but it'll kind of bounce off those things and you can pull it right through. This is torpedo grass, tough stuff down in Florida. And again, this is in about 2 feet of water in a pond, and so it doesn't make any difference if you're in 2 feet of water, as you see right here, or the shot that had 12 feet of water with thick hydrilla. No matter what, it's going to come right through. And it doesn't come in with a bunch of weeds. It's not a rake, it's a cutter, and it cuts them off at the bottom. So as you can see here, it just takes, you give it a toss, you let it sink, maybe just, I don't know, 3-4 seconds is more than adequate. And then once it gets to the bottom, you just jig it in. This right here is only 6 tosses. Amazing amount of hydrilla floating to the surface. You can see why the Weed Shear is really our most effective, most favorited tool, not only by myself as the distributor of it, but really by our customers. And so here it is coming through that tough torpedo grass that you see down in Florida. And when you pull it in, it just literally cuts it off right at the base. Now in this particular case, it's coming through very thick torpedo grass, and this stuff is incredibly tough. But as you can see, it just literally falls right over. Now there is some effort required, but compared to what it would be with you doing anything else, and the time that it takes is really easy. Now this is really another great option, is that you can add additional handle to it. It comes standard with 9 feet. But most of the time, and in my particular case, I almost always use it with the shortest handle possible. The shorter, the easier it is to control. The shorter it is, the farther you can throw it. And so in this particular application, this is a real application where at this particular pond there were just a little bit of pondweed that was sticking out. There's kind of a bushy type of a deal, and we literally just needed to just snip it off. There you can see. Now when you've got that 9-foot handle, you can see it's a little more cumbersome, but hey, where else would you be able to reach out and just kind of grab it? About the only place that I'll use it that way is underneath my dock, or when I'm along the shoreline, to be able to reach out and grab those cattails that are within reach of the 9-foot. Now here's another great shot. This was one of our dealers over in the UK. Simply 1 day's work cut all of that weed. Now here's the deal. It comes with a 25-foot rope, a sharpener to keep it by nice and sharp and tuned up, and then it has the extensions, the blade covers, just like you see right there, and it does a phenomenal job. Hey, it's the Weed Shear, and you can get it at weedersdigest.com or at weedshears.com. We ship them all around the country, all around the world, and we'll ship it to you same day, always in stock, out the door, on its way to you.